Hi everybody, my name is Tarun Jetli and I'm a solution engineer in the Bay Area Enterprise West team. Today I'm going to talk about a very exciting new feature that Snowflake has launched, which is called Snowflake Intelligence. What Snowflake Intelligence does is it provides you a powerful solution to get timely answers from your structured as well as unstructured data sets. Snowflake Intelligence is powered by Snowflake AI agents. What users can do is they can securely talk to both their structured and unstructured data using agents which are then in turn powered by Cortex analyst and Cortex search features. So if I share this diagram with you, basically if you see, we have structured data, and once we have the structured data we can create Cortex analyst. Using Cortex analyst we can create semantic views or semantic models, and the Cortex analyst feature then powers the text to SQL from the structured data. Similarly, for the unstructured data, which could be data we could have in say PDF files or SharePoint or Google Drive files, right? So all this unstructured data, we can process it, and then using our Cortex search features, we can create embeddings for this. And once we create embeddings for this, the Cortex search feature helps us to then ask questions of that unstructured data sets. Both these Cortex Analyst and Cortex Search features can be combined into something called Cortex Agents, and Cortex Agents in turn can power different applications, and Snowflake Intelligence basically uses these Cortex Agents to power its applications, right? So what we will do is we'll go through a quick demo here where we will first look at a Cortex Analyst semantic model that we have created. We'll look quickly at a Cortex search that we have created, and then see how we can combine them to create agents and power Snowflake, which will in turn power the Snowflake intelligence capability within Snowflake. So I have also actually created previous videos where I have shown how to create a Cortex Analyst feature, Cortex Analyst capability, as well as Cortex search capabilities. You can look at those videos too. So first what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Cortex Analyst feature. So if I go into Snowflake, this is my Snowflake account, demo account. And if I go under AIML and I look at Cortex Analyst, so here in Cortex Analyst, we can create semantic views or semantic models. And basically both of them are actually have almost a similar features, right? What they are do is they basically are a way to create uh, a semantic model for your structured data sets, right? So a very quick example I can show you is, hey, let me create a new semantic model. I can say create a semantic model. I say this. I will call it, okay, something like the new semantic model, semantic model, right? And then what it does is I can go select my tables and select my columns, and then once I do all that, right, I can basically come back to I can basically uh, create a quick semantic model here, right? So this is a way to basically quickly create a semantic model. So I've already created a semantic model here. Let me just open this semantic model and show you how it looks like, right? So this is a semantic model which is created for analyzing customer meetings, outcomes, and interactions, right? It has a list of 6 tables. As you can see, customer industry, interactions, meetings, etc. What we can also do in semantic models is we can create filters and metrics for each one of the logical tables that we have. We have dimensions, time dimensions, facts for each one of the logical tables. Also, we can create relationships between all those logical tables. And we can also add some verified queries, right? Some of the queries, verified queries, where where we know that okay, these are the right queries, right? So we can add those verified queries in this semantic model. So what this does is, right, this in combination with the large language model is able to generate sequels for questions that we ask to that specific semantic model, right? So as you can see here, all these are all the different verified queries. So this is the first part, the Cortex analyst part that we have created, right? The second part is we are now going to look at a search service. So I have created a search service here. You can create a search service very easily by uh, going and using the create search service, right, command. So here is, right, you can say create a replay Cortex search service. You can call it something. You can say which attributes that you want to create a search service on, what are the attributes, and you can write your select query. The good thing is you can also define a target lag, right? So you can create like a pipeline where whenever new data sets come in which needed to be embedded, or to for which whom embeddings need to be created, right? As they come, the Cortex search service will basically run automatically at a frequency which you can define to create the new embeddings, right? And this we can use, right? So what we have done is I've also created another search service here. This is called transcript search. This is a search on the transcripts that we have, right? And this is the query that was it, and basically it defines, okay, what is my lag, what is my, right, what I'm indexing, and where I'm storing the search. So now I have both. If you look at this diagram, I have both a Cortex analyst and I have a Cortex search capability, right? Now using both of them, what we can do is we will create agents. We can create agents. So if I can go here and I can say, hey, I now want to create an agent. So when I create an agent, right, I can give it a name, right, and then let me give it a name. Okay, this is a data agent for demo, right, and then I can call it something, data agent demo, and I can say create agent, right? And so once I create this data agent demo, right, it will create it successfully, and once it is created successfully, I can basically go and edit this, right? So here when I edit this, I can give more descriptions around it, provide more instructions to the agent, as well as I can add tools. So this is where I can add those semantic views and semantic models that I have created. So I can add multiple Cortex analyst capability using our, so we can add the semantic model that you remember I created, as well as I can add custom add search services to it too, right? There are other things we can also do. We can add custom tool services also, where we can and what I'll do is, right, maybe if you have some stored procedure or something, you can create a custom tool and you can add it to this agent too also, right? So for our demo purposes, I will just limit to Cortex analyst and Cortex search services, right? So I've already created a sample agent here. I'll show you that. So this is the agent I've created. This is the data agent here, as you can see. So in this data agent, we have given some instructions here, and I have added a semantic model, basically data agent semantic model. I've added a semantic view, and I've also added a Cortex search service, right? So these are the things that I've already added, and this will power our Snowflake intelligence. So once I create these data agents start showing up in the Snowflake intelligence app that we have, right? So before I jump in here, I'll just go back to the slide that I was sharing with you, right? So we have created these data agents, and now these data agents can power any application. Basically, they can power a Streamlit app. You can do a Slack integration. You can do a Teams integration, right? And the same agent is actually used in the Snowflake intelligence app that we have created. So if I go into my Snowflake intelligence app, this is that data agent that I had created, right? I had created a demo one, but this is the old one that I had created, which has all the search services, the semantic model, semantic views in there, right? So once I have this, I can start asking questions over it. So let me ask a specific question, right? What is the number of conversations we have had with the customers in the last 12 months, right? So I can ask this question to them, right? So what Snowflake intelligence does is, right, it uses the underlying Cortex analyst and Cortex search services to then basically takes the question, interprets it. It got a very robust reasoning model built in, and then based on the questions, right, it will direct your query to a Cortex specific Cortex analyst semantic model view, or a search service, or a combination of multiple semantic views and search services, right? So it has got a reasoning model using which it will go through all the steps, interpret your question, and then figure out a way to basically generate a query and then give you result. So in this case, it figured out that it needs to basically, right, go and get the information from a specific semantic model view. It's created a query, and let me show you the query that it's created, right? We can go here and show. So here is the query it created, and then what it is doing is it's executing that SQL. So it will execute the SQL, and once it executes the SQL, it will give you the results, right? So it will tell you, okay, 6 meetings have held in the 2 months, March and April, and then it gives you basically the results, right? And you can see what information it's giving. So a very robust reasoning model which can go across multiple different data sets, which whether it's structured or unstructured data, and try to get you the results. So this is the first one, right? It's able to do, right. So once it does give me the results, right, it's executing the results. I can ask it, can you give me the the above results in uh, in a bar graph, right, or something, right? I want to get a visual representation of that information, right? So this is basically, right. So it what it showed me is, hey, I already only have data for like 2 months, March and April. But let's say if I had 12 months data, it will basically generate all the 12 months data and show it to me, right? But now what I can do is I can ask it a question, hey, can you give me the results of above results in a bar graph, right? So the good thing about this is uh, it is basically be able to power this, right, available data, and then it will be able to give me the results in a bar graph, right? So now I'm going to ask it to do the next steps. Can you give me the above results in a bar graph, right? So it will be able to take the data, generate a bar graph, and show you the results, right? So right now Snowflake Intelligence can show you bar graphs, line charts, right? And in future there will be more charts and graphs coming, like pie charts, etc., etc., that will be coming, right? So let's see whether it's able to give me that specific bar graph, right? Once it does that, uh, I'll show you the bar graphs results. Right? What we can also do is, right, we can ask questions of uh, uh, for from Snowflake Intelligence for unstructured data sources also, right? Like let me ask a question, right? What were the, let's say, what were the, I think it's still doing. Yeah, so this is the bar chart it actually showed, right? So the next question I'm going to ask is that what were the customers with which we have had interactions, right? So this is basically a question that I'm asking, where now it is basically using the so it'll still use the semantic view to just give me a list of all the customers, right? Which had information basically for which it can generate the information, right? So the reasoning model works. It basically goes across all the different semantic views, semantic models, and now it will be able to give me a list of customers with whom I have had interaction with, right? So let's see, it's executing the SQL. Right. Once it executes the SQL, right, I can ask it a specific question again, right? That, okay, let's see, can you, yeah, so these are the list of questions. So I'll say, hey, can you give me the, can you give me the, let's say what we can ask, Can you give me the details of the latest interaction we had with Acme Corp? Right, let's do that. And once, right, so here now it's going to use both. It will basically identify what's the latest conversation, and then using search service, right, it will go and get all the information from that latest interaction that we had and generate results, and then it's going to show me the results, right? Yeah, so once I asked about the latest Acme Corp results, it's able to generate that. Okay, this was the latest interaction. This was all that was discussed. These were the action items. These were the next steps, and provides a support interaction and recommended follow up. Right. So provides a nice summary of the latest interaction that happened with Acme Corp. Right. Really powerful feature. I hope you liked it, and um, I hope you will use the new Snowflake AI agents and Snowflake intelligence capabilities to ask questions of both your structured and unstructured data. Uh, what also you could do is, right, you could go to quickstarts.snowflake.com and you can search for Snowflake intelligence. And once you search for Snowflake intelligence, we have these quick start guides where you can basically use this quick start guides to quickly test out these features, right? So in these quick start guides, we provide you an overview, we provide you all the setup instructions, we even provide you all the code that you require to basically test out this feature. So I hope you can use these quick start guides and basically modify them to basically for your own data sets and test it on your own data sets also, right? I hope you like this demo, and please do try this new exciting Snowflake intelligence feature which was launched by Snowflake. Thanks a lot. Bye.